everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Pacifist Coral Let's Play as we continue with episode 12 from turn 111 in the harvest season of 212. So this is our first episode since the 13.9 gigabyte update that they did for the game, and basically that was the Game Pass compatibility. So if you had the game and you're playing on Steam, inconvenience, right? And if you had any sort of modded campaign or multiplayer co-op campaign, it probably broke because they had to do a bunch of compatibility changes with multiplayer and language pack to make Game Pass compatibility for cross-platform available to everyone. Kinda sucks, but luckily, fingers crossed, this campaign is not modded and it's single player, so it should be fine, but I'm not very sure. So if anything breaks here and means the end of our Pacifist run, that would be really sad, but hopefully that's not the case. We left off last time as we got ourselves into a bunch of small wars, or they declared on us. We didn't get ourselves into any wars. We have these smaller factions, Cao Ren, the rebel faction from Cao Cao, Huangzu, who, we already took out half his land, Zebu joined in, Dongmin has been in war with us, Nanman factions. We did execute Mulu, which is why it's a queen now, his wife, I'm assuming. And it also looks like, I'm guessing this is Lady Zhuo. I'm not guessing, this is Lady Zhuo's former faction. I think they're going to join the war eventually, and perhaps Wutugu as well. Small concerns. We're going to take a few turns to take care of these problems, expand our land, continue to build out our corruption reduction so that we have a solid economy for joining in one of these kingdoms. Most likely the kingdom of Yan, because Shuhan is just so easy for us to grab. That way we knock out a kingdom right off the bat. We take their seat. We become a kingdom. Technically we're a kingdom, but we become an emperor. We get the imperial seats and everything. And the second we become a kingdom, we no longer can be their vassal. We pop out. That should mean auto war, and then we can fight him. So that's kind of the goal. We have a couple of things left off from last time. We have a spy here who is now Yuan Shao's administrator of Hedong. He did switch people around, but that's why we kind of kept everyone. And now we can utilize him to surrender territory, give us the entirety of Hedong. He'll be coming back to us as well. Most likely we'll just fire him once we get him. I think he has some items on him. That'd be great. But Hedong is a great commandery because it comes with a trade port for access to nobody, unfortunately, since they did shallow up both of these areas around it, so technically it can't trade. Obviously a terrible execution of the Yellow River as a means to stop armies from moving around, but cutting off trade kind of sucks. Aside from that, very developed, level 7. Okay, we can go one more slot if we want to. They kept one of their Yuan directories buildings, good for prestige, but we no longer need prestige. At this point, we already hit king rank. It's useless. So we're probably going to knock this building off. We got 3 pieces at once for each county. There's a hit to our faction support, and we're feeling it. So there could be a rebellion here. We could just tax exempt them for a little bit, just to delay the potential rebellion, because I don't really want to get sieged by a rebel army, not be able to sally out, and then lose Hedong that way, having to get an army to re-siege it. That would be very painful. We're going to get the corruption reduction going. I probably eventually want to move administrator here. There's a lot more income potential here than a lot of the other places we have. We can potentially... We don't have any open court positions, so we have to temporarily fire someone and then move them over. I guess we could do the trick where we open up a current one, dismiss, and then reapply. I guess that could be an option, but I think the first couple things we're going to do is a couple teardowns. This is going away. This is going to be... It is ready T. Okay, interesting. That's perfect. That's just going to be corruption reduction swap. And what do I do with this labor building? They have the right branch. They have the industry boosting branch. I don't hate it since it's already level 4. So we're probably just going to keep this one. Most likely we'll do a land development here. I think getting land development is pretty much a solid decision after the population changes, which you can see, huge amount of population. Let me see which commandery we don't want administrator in, or we don't need administrator in. Yeah, Pingyuan's not really doing it for us. Basically, only half of the county income. So her name is... Okay. Let's see if it works. It doesn't always work, but this is the... Okay, she's ready on cooldown. I think she has to be on the field. Or maybe she can't. It's one or the other. It's been a while since we had figured this out. There's Hedong. She is... Is she most definitely on cooldown? Yep. And a little sad. Don't worry. We'll boost her back in next turn. I don't think I'll delay any of the builds. It's marginal savings, even though we're not super rich at this point. Because the war has been pretty demanding. But I don't think we are just removing her for that discount bonus. It's mainly for the income bonus that comes with it. So we have the administrator here who doesn't have these skills. Let's get the public water, go across the bottom there. Let's see if there's anything we can give her. Public water, commerce. I think public water is not that bad actually. Since this is going to be a high population, or already high population, and even higher when we upgrade. And then this also keeps her a little bit happier for now. The cunning is useless, unless we give her a retinue. Possibility. We're not exactly rich, so like I said, we're going to spend our money wisely. Which means we're pulling to summon the unit, or our army onto the field. We're temporarily trying to move this army into Jian'an over here to stop Taoren's army, who just declared war on us. It looks like at least 3 turns, or 2 more turns from now, to hit the land target. And then hopefully we'll fend off whatever comes that way. We won't be super healthy. Over here... we want Lady Wu. They are the Oathworn relationship. And they're on the run. We obviously can't attack them. We can siege this. And we can't move too far into their circle. We're gonna backspace this. Huh? Right. We used that as a save point, so he just captured it. My bad. So we'll just cancel this once they do run into it. Hopefully they run away. So we can't actually utilize that. Bit unfortunate. Now, out west, things are a little bit scary. We do have a lot of armies coming. I really do want to take Zhangke. I have 2 armies approaching it, one from the south, a bit far, but we'll get there eventually. And then this army has the opportunity to siege us down. Supplies, that's the problem. Terrain hurts, hostile territory hurts. I honestly think Taishitsu needs to be moved into probably the Grand Director position next turn. So while we have this empty spot, we're going to shift him over. Ah, I can cancel some... Ah, there's a good opportunity here. But then the shuffling will be kind of weird. No, it wouldn't. He will go to... yeah, it's okay. I got it figured out. What we got to do is just go back, go back, go back. Cancel. That one's just a swap. See, so much cheaper. So much cheaper. Instead, our Prime Minister will go to Sima Yi. Typically, I don't use him that often as a Prime Minister because his bonuses doesn't seem that great on paper. It's essentially 5 points of replenishment because normally you discount the 25 points of the military supply. In our case, we really need that military supply. And then we'll shift him over to this next turn. If we really want the Grand Director bonus of the food, we could swap someone, but we don't really need it. So it'll be okay. And that will facilitate some of our... Huh, yeah. So the change is now just 1 point. Talk about sustaining the siege. We will have to starve them out. This is the weak spot, right? They're gonna come up this little mountain path, I assume, unless they loop this way, which is a possibility too, but I think this is more exposed. I could be wrong. But I figured this is where we will put out our army to defend. We have only 2 turns to really heal, in a sense. I want to use people who already have the units, because we're essentially paying for the redeployment, which is a lot cheaper than... It's debatable. It depends on like what our recruitment discount is. Like I would argue this is pretty close to what it actually costs. So like deleting it, I was just too lazy to delete it. Too much work. Probably another sentinel, to be honest. We really do have a lot of faith in our unique units. And our economy, as I mentioned, not the greatest right now. Which I think means Hedong doesn't need to build this just yet. And maybe we have to cancel the other one. It's gonna be close. I think we have enough. Barely. Barely. Okay. So we set up a defensive army here. We're gonna borrow some of the healing items. It actually doesn't matter who we get. It matters now. So what I was told is that if I click both of them and then the one I want, I would get it. Well, that's weird. Did we not even unequip it? Well, we forced the other one to cooldown. We didn't get it. That's not the right way to do it. Wait, we forced both into cooldown. That is not the way we want to do it. Did we just cool down both of them? Okay, let me just take this. We had it well. This is slightly annoying because we had the right thing for a bit, at least for one of them. Now we don't. Okay, bummer. I don't think we'll get it to 2 turns. If we had SWAT all over the garlic, maybe. Alright, we're still replenishing here. Cao Cao seems to have given up on recovering his kingdom. We have a lot of forces here. I think what happens after we take this, we move back. Sima Yi takes over. They drive up together. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Elsewhere, I think they're just going to be summoned, and that's it. It's pretty much all our army. That's the bait army. Okay, alright. I think we're good with that. I don't think we can build anything with 31 income. But we still have spy actions. We only used one of them. He's coming back. She's coming back. She was our administrator, but she left before we swapped. Good thing he promoted someone who's also our spy. He should have an empty administrator position now. I wonder if I beg him. Would he give it to me as well? And then we can both ask. This was just a peek. It's not promising. She doesn't really want to betray the faction, much like this spy here. But who knows? We gotta get an open spot first, so I think I'm okay with having them just save this turn. Get some more points. 3.0, you say?
朋友，欢迎。
We can always... Oh, let's see. Yeah, not interested. We can always sign deals. Because we never declare war, so... Oh my god, he is poor. Let's say we're interested in him. Our daughter marries into the Yuan clan. A little bit old for our daughter, and also... I don't really want the relationship. That's the key. I don't know, we can't get anything else from him, I don't think so. Just too poor. Too poor to give us anything. Right, that's a move we're gonna save for later. Don't want to be in his coalition. That's pretty much it. Let's see what happens then. I'm just curious to see which direction this army turns. Okay, good. It's going the way we thought. They're coming out for a fight! That's awesome. Okay, we are looking at 2 elephants, both the Nanzhong kind, which gives boost. 1 tiger, disruptive, annoying, not super strong. All over the place with units. Hidden vipers are annoying. I don't think we can kill everyone here, but we'll try. They would have to have, like, unbreakable for us to really kill everyone. It is a very inexperienced army. Everyone's very low level. So there are some concerns. They look like a very experienced army. Everyone's like rank 7. Oh, the valley. Okay. Not the greatest terrain for me if they don't stay in the middle. But AI is usually not that smart. Gotta watch out for these little trees. They do light up. Okay. Cover these boys up. Let's call these like 4. All these ones. We'll probably be microing these the most. How many cavalry do we have? Okay, let's call them 3. We might have to get into a couple of duels. Silver weapon, silver weapon. We didn't change the items. We might need to update that item setup next turn. I actually didn't expect to get this fight. But here we are. They're waiting for that reinforcement group first, so let's just fast forward this part. Yeah, I need to change that setting again. Skirmish mode needs to be off. I'm like 6. I'm gonna run them up. Curious to see if we can get a duel or not. Not visible is not a no. No, it's a no. We have how many shots? 15. Okay, I'll try to do some damage. Mainly gonna depend on these babies once they get close. Just blast them. Okay. I think they're close enough for a couple of exploratory shots. A couple shots will overfire, a couple underfire. Maybe we get a couple lucky hits. Like right there, right there. Even though they're not in range yet. Plus the empty spots, those are hidden vipers. AI like to keep the uniform, you know, line, so I bet those little openings that, you know, are gaps are just actually hidden viper units. They're gonna release these tigers very soon. At least they're fragile. Not much we can do about that. I might send up my tiger cubs to be sort of a sponge to absorb enemy range damage. Melee calves are quite good at that. I don't want to kill that fire archer. But probably not happening. He moved his fire archers way out of the way. Here they come. Here they come. Now the Sahol cousins don't actually have good abilities to clear units either, so this one, tigers are coming. I don't actually know if they shoot tigers. They don't. Okay. Knockdowns. That might be a bit disruptive. Start pulling them back. No need to engage there. Wow, the tiger actually wiped out the juggernaut. Annoying. They're not going to be flanking us with anything. We just pull this back first. Not the targets we want to go after right now. They probably should pull back as well. A little late on that. I'm going to go this way. Get these guys going. Have to see if we can charge at the Vipers. Why can't they charge? Ah, got stuck on an elephant for a little bit there. I wonder if they can still get back on any surviving machines. Not sure. You can't pull through. Wow, our lines are routing. These little scrap armies we picked up from Cao Cao's retinue, not doing the job.
绪，停住！听命，片甲不留，准备就绪，杀呀，冲啊！鼓起勇气，做好准备，顽强不屈。
I actually want the siege units to just all run off if they can.
鼓起勇气，准备发射车，各队，准备好了，进军！扑灭敌军，时机已至，注意，挺住，听命，撤，顽强不屈，撤退。 顽强不屈，杀光敌军！准备开战，攻击敌军！注意，加快脚步，快快快！片甲不留，速速前进！做好准备，准备好冲锋了吗？加速前进，上！准备就绪。
Yeah, I don't think we're beating the elephants. That is reality. We will try to pick off some of the range units. Get off the field, get off the field. Don't rally. Get out. There we go. Okay, so we routed that. Let's see what we can do here. Army loss kicking in. Alrighty. This siege attempt is foiled. I guess this is why we summon those armies around us. I guess their job is now back to playing defense here, and they will take care of the siege. They did release our prisoner, got lucky there. And no one died. Phew. Alright, we're on the run, technically. We can get back into our territory, start healing. They could chase us. It's a possibility. Once they do reach us, we do have the option to hit retreat, so it's not so bad. Why is there... Oh. I was like, why is there an unhappy face here? Right, he has the grudge. He has the grudge, so... Take the +8. That's good enough. He's carrying over some recent event. We have... I know what's happening. We got a couple of the spies back. And they need to get out of here. Thank you for the items. You guys are great, but we are firing you. Wow. She seems great, but she's giving us -10. That is rough. That actually... She looks like she has a bunch of decent traits. Nothing with income, though. I think she still can be fired. She's not a must-have, but he's definitely gone. Right, instantly back to 19. And if we give him anything... Right, we ran out of money with this army as well. We wanted to keep that. We mentioned that. And we wanted to make it nice and even. Something like this. Okay. I think we fire her. I don't want to deal with the -10 in the faction. She's not that great. Although it might not be her. But I think it is. Oh no, I think it's... That doesn't matter. She's gone. Alright, we do have Xu Shu now in the faction. Wow. I don't think we're waiting for them to heal up that single one. Pulling back. We're gonna stamp right here with the garrison. That's how we have to play this, or else they siege the city. We're just stuck. This is literally as fast as we can move. With the minor exception, I lied. A couple items we can give him. For a little bit of more, we don't have any more overseer. It's used by Zhengjiang. Maybe we need more. We need this in this army more. Come on, give it over. We'll apply next turn. How close are the other units? We'll lose 10%. Okay, we'll start moving as well. Yeah, that's good enough. Liu Bei visiting Hedong, huh? Speaking of Hedong, finish our shifts. Why is Hedong not a choice? Am I blind? Did I not move Taishutsu to Hedong last turn? Huh. I mean, we still did it. Unless I was blind. Maybe I just didn't see it. Anyways, let's start with the spy situation, because we have a little bit of cash, but not Luo Jun. They have, what, Xun You, faction leader dead. Yep, death of a friend. Both, you know, same person. Awesome. Tragedy gives us something here. There is a chance we can get a couple turncoats and potentially some land. So his capital is actually in Chuan. So Luoyang is where we want to get. We probably want to start here. And then just target... Okay, we can't. We'll wait for the faction one, I guess. It's a lot of points. Okay, he did appoint someone. The administrator of Chen... Where does he have land? Oh, right, he invaded Chen. That's right. I mean, I wouldn't hate that land. Oh, absolutely no targets. We could start by lowering Ventral a little bit. And then maybe... Nope. What about the air? It's official. Spying within Yuan Shao's faction is not possible anymore. So I think it's time to extract. It's time to extract. We could get a couple more empowered trade, I guess. I mean, more than a couple. I mean, he already picked his administrator. Alright, so our spy mission against Yuan has concluded. Samba. I mean, we might as well try. Mistrust is on. It did sort of work. We got someone in the faction. We are really interested in these two in particular, but we know she doesn't flip. We seen her really low, and she didn't flip. Mage Room, I'm slightly more curious. The two administrator basically will hit them both. We got one. We got an administrator. Okay. So we need a little bit more points. We need a little bit more points to surrender over. Let's first move some points over. So that means next turn we can gain... Oh, we can do it now. We can do it now. 下批. Nice 2-piece land. It actually connects to what we have. It does put us right next to Taoren, but I think that's fine. Ah, what a way to expand. Oh, we did so many different things there. Okay, terrible building. Terrible building. Probably not going to downgrade it. I'm looking at State Workshop for sure. And then the second building... really questionable. It's probably conscription. They probably want more seasonal deployment. Definitely for that. Administrator, so maybe a little bit extra population growth into slightly more combat situations. Once again, we're poor. I actually question this setup here because each army is slightly reducing our trade influence, which slightly impacts our income. So if we don't really need this to be over Adobe right now, I think we just get rid of them. I don't see an army coming down, which is good. Right, it's the starve out plus ambush behind. Trick them to attack us, wipe them out, take over faster type of situation here. I think what will happen once we take over Jianxia is we are going to make a vassal here. We should probably do that now, actually. That way we can trade the farmland to them and they will like us more. Because getting a trade route... Oh, although... Do we have a land route to Jianxia? We don't have a land route to Jianxia. Alright, from our capital here, we don't connect to this yet. We'll hold off on that. But eventually I do want to make this, so I kind of want to downgrade this. We want to extract money from this place, essentially. The food is nice. Everything else is extra. I mean, even the food is extra. Hang on. This is definitely demolished. But these might be a downgrade option. That price looks wrong. Right? This... So we have time, I guess we can slowly milk. Yeah, this is right, where the downgrade refunds less than the demolish. That makes a lot of sense. The fact that... Well, The fact that these downgrades give me the same amount back. No, it doesn't. It's just display error. See, this makes sense, right? We're only getting, it's half. So it's only 390. This one's only 360. Which is 1/3 of the cost, level 3, 3 times. Let's get a clean break. Yeah, let's just clean this out. Eventually this will be a vassal territory. Or we can trade it. We can trade to Liu Bei for his land. Or to Cao Cao for his land, because he's holding on to Pengcheng, which we really want. That might be a better decision. That honestly might be a better decision. And like, Xiapi perhaps should be a vassal. That way we don't have to mess with this. We get a trade route because it connects to our capital very easily. A little buffer state. Okay, I like that. I like that idea. We do have to make someone sad. Who wants to cry? Anyone over 100? We must have someone who's like... love us a lot. Right, so this is 105. That's a good example. Only 100 flat. 110? She's a winner. What commandery are you in? That's something else we need to know. Su. It's like if she's in a really expensive one. Jian Linhai. That's okay. Linhai could be without administrator for a turn. Sorry very much. We are going to remove you from office. For just a tad. So who do I want to give some independence to? Honestly, doesn't really matter. But probably one of these characters we don't need. So she's a bandit. That culture difference is not going to be good for us. That is a decent administrator. Someone low level, right. He is probably one, maybe Sun Jian's kid. Did you know I'm assuming he's Sun Jian's kid, looking at the age, right? And we annex Lady Wu's faction. I mean, did he know Sun Jian used to be mayor of Xiapi? We'll send him home and give him a position here. Alright, so he can, you know, we can make more money off of him this way than keeping the land. Because we get more corruption by keeping the land. Development of such a small county is nothing. We make 2k from the trade deal we can get from him. I'm going to give him autonomy because I love him. We're going to give him, he'll give me back the item. I want to maintain around 15, so like I'll give him 1 food. There we go. I'm not going to even ask him for any money. Look at that positive right there, plus 120. And a decent buffer zone for us. Not so bad, not so bad. Okay. $11K income. We do need to build up, but do we have places that we desperately need armies? I hope this is enough to hold back Caoren and Zebu. I hope this and this is enough to hold back against the Nanman factions. I hope these two are enough to take Zhangke. A lot of hoping. Okay, I don't think we need much more. Everything's going to be dumped into corruption reduction. Hedong, can we now go this way? I think so. I want this income. We are pretty poor. Corruption is 30%. We could lower it by nothing by upgrading that because there's no adjacency. So we're not going to upgrade that. Not in a rush to do so. Unlike these places where we really need to get it done. And instantly poor again. Now the reason why I gave everyone the autonomy is also because the second that we become a vassal of someone, our vassals will go free. So we might as well do them a favor and let them leave in peace, and we can keep the trade deal going. Yeah, Yuan Shao losing the trade feels a little weird, because like, I see his capital, I see a land route to Pingyuan, which does not have a port. Okay. I guess your son landlocked you then. Another reason why we might want to buy Bohai. I say buy, even though we currently don't have any cash. Oh my god, it's so expensive. Any chance he can fire someone his faction so that we can get a turncoat situation going on inside his? That would be very helpful. Plus 15, but gotta do it. Administrator of Xiangyang. That's my guess. Any other notable cap? Nope, that's it. Maybe 8. Oh, it's very high. I don't think. I mean, we also don't have an empty slot, but some of these are coming back, so we'll see if that delivers us anything. That's it. Let's continue. I have to say the Nanman threat. Liu Chong's old faction. You know I have Luo Jun under my thumb. So where can they attack us? From here? I don't have land here. He can sail down. He can technically attack our capital. That is a bit tricky. Okay, so they're going after the encampment. 2 armies. Things will get a bit tricky here. But the good thing about encampment battles, if potentially we get to that draw situation, we do win it. That would mean a 40-minute fight. I'm not optimistic about our army setup actually. With only half health, does not look good. They split their forces plenty of ways. I don't have any unbreakable generals, which is a big problem. Do they have any fire archers? No. Because this is not Lady Zhu. Didn't we just fight Lu? How did they get fire archers? Only Lady Zhurong's faction should have them. I'm thinking we sacrifice these boys inside. We basically let them guard each of the entrances. Maybe we throw like 1 unit by the door to kind of stall whatever the initial charge is. Essentially, we try to fire for as long as we can. It's all about maximizing damages in this situation. Yeah, the game did reset a lot of the settings. I did have to sort of reinstall it for that patch update. It did mess up a lot of things. I'll make sure to turn off skirmish mode by default next time. This time we just have to do it by hand. The last guy. Any of you have poison volley? No. Right, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna hopefully hide this reinforcement army in the forest as our kind of no army loss solution. Not enough trees. Maybe here?
好了，加快速度，
This might legit be a
赶快，快点，
40-minute situation.
起勇气，挺住，
I mean, none of them have weapons. They do have some relationships, though.
备就绪，准备开战。
I think we're just not gonna duel.
速度前进，赶快，加快步伐，时
See if we
间
can help our guys out a little. Some fake charging.
进攻，
Alright, they'll brace themselves a little bit for that.
杀呀！
Yeah, the elephant switching
敌
target
军
as
诡计多
well.
端，竟然设伏于此，动作快点，加快速度，
Maybe we can kill this.
杀！
Help them out, avoid the elephants.
准备就绪，快跑！
Getting roared on. Morale is a
速度
concern.
前进，快
We'll
快
pursue some of these units.
敌军！
They're not coming, which is
做好准
decently
备，
good.
赶快，抓紧！
Waiting for the reinforcement on that side.
跑起来！
好
Actually,
生
let's just
言
focus
语，
fire here.
我或可手下留情。可怜之语，必
Well, I'll run the
出自可怜
elephants.
之口。
赶快赶快！
Don't want to take damage here. Gonna impact our morale a bit later.
脚步，
If she wants to die, I don't know. The elephant doesn't do that much damage to generals. I don't know if I should just try to kill her here.
敌军仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫！
See if we can just kill this group.
做好准备，污灭敌军！
I think the answer is yes.
进攻！杀光敌军！杀呀！污灭敌军！去死吧！
I think the archers can kill the elephants.
聒噪可有尽头？
杀！杀！片甲不留！来吧，继续！我知道你能行。或许你该考虑如何破阵杀敌。
Are they just too afraid of friendly fire to not shoot the elephants? Because they shouldn't. They should just shoot the elephants, guys. Kill the elephants.
做好准备。
Now we got people coming in from the backside, but I want to really kill these elephants first.
注意，
See if we can kill this general. Oh, we're not all hidden. We're not all hidden. What are you doing? Hide. Hide, you fool. One of them took a lot of damage.
加快脚步，
Alright, the enemy's here.
加速前进。
Not ideal, obviously. Let's see who we can turn around for shots.
停住，速度前进，跑起来，做好准备，进军，
快快快，进军！
准备就绪，做好准备。
Alright, I think we might have to triple speed the rest of the way. We'll see what happens. Get some free kills on the range units. Their generals are coming, we run away.
我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真
Bye,
懦夫
goodbye,
也
goodbye. Oh, these are tigers. Okay. Hide, hide, hide. Those things are dangerous. these fights against the Nanman have been pretty rough. Are the tigers finding me? Let's have the corner towers helping me shoot a little. I think the tigers all died. Right, so they're gonna vacate actually, because they're gonna be now looking for us. I'm curious who is the last unit they saw, because that's supposedly who they should be going after. I believe it should be us, which is who I want it to be. But we want them to first get out and probably make this turn before we commit to recapturing some of these towers. Do they actually not see anyone? Or perhaps a unit that was routing out field that was the last unit they saw, and then they're going over to that direction. Huh, this is curious. They don't know where we are. So we wait this out, we actually just win the fight. Quite cheap. But I kind of want to do some more damage to them. Winning the fight is not everything. Okay, so you can see they're not actually moving back. They're now exploring nearby area to look for us because they have no clue where our last unit was, which means our last unit probably was a routing unit. They can only know the location of the last visible unit when everything else is invisible. Or they just know where we are. Then why did they even go there? Fine, it's fine. You can let them entertain a chase. Here's our plan. We come here, capture this real quick. With 3 generals, it's pretty quick. Oh, we didn't do it. We should have stayed 1 little second longer. Until we saw that light, yeah. Oh, did we do it? I feel like they had to go recapture. Now we just don't want them to go to that gate. Don't give them an excuse to go to that gate. Oh, they don't want to chase us anymore, huh? Yeah, this is going to be one of those wait the last 25 minutes. So we'll cut to the end. Not much to see here. They're just going to sit inside until the timer's up or come out, rinse and repeat. They'll never be able to catch us with so many units, but we can't do any more damage to them because we can't sustain any of the towers. Alrighty, see you guys at the end. Alrighty, so we outlasted them. I tried to get cute and got one of our generals injured. Not a big deal. We got slightly more damage on them with the towers. It's a win. There's no draw for encampments, which is really good for us. And... release or execute. Doesn't make a big difference unless it's employ. Because both means he will either replace it with a fresh general, or, you know, if we release, he's there. If we don't release, he's going to be replaced with a fresh general. I think we just release him, actually. Maybe he'll join us next time. I actually want the money. Yeah, our 2 fights against the Nanman faction have been a struggle. We knew this was a chase. We were just going to retreat here. Mainly because I think our army's not... Oh, this is the trigger. This was planned. This was supposed to be an attack. We wanted them to come out to fight us, get tricked, pull our reinforcement in, wipe them out, hopefully. And then we take this whole thing. Alright, let's do this. Let's end it with this fight in Huangzhou. We wipe out Huangzhou. Yeah, like I was saying, I think our army, especially our Fury Beihai, not very good against the Nanman faction. We probably should go Onyx Dragons, just because we need fire arrows. Any sort of fire damage, we win most of those fights. But because I don't think we had that, and plus all the fights are open field fights, which is difficult for us. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's having trouble loading into the game. I think we're fine. We want them to gather up. We want them to come towards us. And they have to, because we're the defending side. And then we want to eliminate them somewhere in the middle of the map. That's kind of the goal. That way it gives us the most time to run them down. We do have 6 generals here, so running them down should not be a problem. Alright.
就绪，
I think we fight here.
速速前进，
Like a nice little open spot.
顽强不屈，
Elevation.
加快步伐，
左手就绪，准备就绪，快速前进，左手准备，快跑！
赶快，
I don't think they have cavalry. They might have a couple on her, but the garrison's all spearmen plus archers.
做好准备，时机已至，
Alright, these are the key. These units must do well here. We have poison volley. It's not about routing them and damaging them, it's about the chase down. So we don't want to rout more than 6 units with 1 poison volley. We actually don't want really good shots. We want okay shots. Like routing 3 would be great. That way we chase 3 down, come back, shoot another 3. Alright, they're in the forest. They'll have to come out. Like I said, they have to come... Oh. Yes!
与你首级，
I didn't give him a weapon, but he should win this.
准备就绪，
顶住，
We have nothing to provide any aid, so we're not gonna worry about
起
him.
来，跑步，
We just shoot that. It's not a great target, but we're doing it on purpose. We don't want
脚步，
such a good hit.
加速前进，
Just a couple units, get the poison stack on them. Route 1 or 2,
顶住，快跑！
or Route 0.
跑起来！
Wow,
向
Route
前
0.
进军，
Why is Koron by himself? What's going on?
昔日的失败，我要在今天习学。
Alright, good luck yourself. We'll babysit
可
Koron.
耳根清净了。
Ooh, what if he runs away? Do we want to chase him over to the crossbow? Because I think crossbow kills 8 of them, pretty much a guarantee. Okay, if they follow the right path instead of cutting out our ammo, masterminds over here.
敌将已被我军斩了。
此人已死，诚可慨叹也。
Okay, we got our chasers back. Back on the horse. Okay.
顽强不屈，
听命，速速前进！
加快步伐。
I'm just gonna try to hit them because there is a.
鼓起勇
I
气，
guess there's no
加速前
slow
进，
on this type of poison.
鼓起勇气，
加快速度。
Friendly fire. Move out the way.
敌
Move out
军
the
士
way.
兵正在溃逃。
准备就绪，准备开战，
注意，准备开战！
Fire that. Fire that. Fire that.
准备开战。
扑灭敌军！
Oh, he's slow because he's on the elephant. I forgot about this. You stay back. Can't chase anyone. Guy. One guy's fast. Oh, they actually killed everyone here? Good. Let's hover. The next routing unit.
加快速度，
Okay, you guys did great. You guys did great. We'll let those 2 handle it.
快跑！
She has... How many? How many? How many? How many? 6. 6 is too many.
听命！砍翻他们！
砍翻他们！
She has Nature's Ally. She gives her 121 speed. I trust her. She lady was gonna kill all of them. Alright.
开战，
We gotta pay more attention to this.
准备好
Let me
了，
go hit that.
准备就绪，赶快，赶快！
Maybe a nice little volley across that.
时机已至，敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈！跑起来，速速前进！
Okay, maybe we're routing a little bit too many of them. Oh, we bugged it out. Got extra shots. Good for us. Okay, I assume either they chased them off screen or they killed enough.
鼓起勇气，
Oh, go after this one. That one's easier to go off screen.
时机已至，
准备就绪。顶住，射击！依我看，已取得了进步。
Not over yet.
敌军仓皇逃窜， 群懦夫！
I think we got him. Nice.
完成不屈，
发射！准备开战！
做好准备，
注意，上！
鼓起勇
Make
气，
sure we don't lose
飞进去
anyone.
攻击敌军！
做好准备，杀光敌军，
Maybe we need some cavalry in this army just for this chase down part. Does make it a lot easier. Oh my god. Do not let him get away. Actually, 5 might be okay. That's less than 5%. I think he's wiped. 4, 3, 2,
我
1.
方战友正
Okay.
在遭受
I
攻
mean, got
击
some。friendly fire. Who cares?
快速前进，
进取厮杀！准备就绪，
准备好了，
鼓起勇气，
Got the kills. Okay.
杀！
I think we can speed up. I think everyone has one target. Oh, the trees block them. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we killed them all. Okay, 5 got away. That's maybe a little bit too much. Crap. Ah, that first group of bandit units. Cavalry is pain. We might need some cavalry to fix this problem.
全力奋战，择战不
16 remaining. 1, 1, 1, 2. These are fine. These are wiped. This is our problem.
逃平乱贼，澄清四海。
That's a real shame. Oh. One single Nanman faction? So basically they had to do like vassalization or some sort of diplomacy to get them to share the fealties. So that's why they have fire archers. That could explain it, I guess. Alright, we did push back their army somewhere over here. We just have to defend here.
坚持不
Pulling to
懈。
upgrade the army. They're just gonna stall them out. That's gonna be pretty easy to do here in this gap. I don't think we'll be pushing back into Nanman territory except for here in Zhanghe. These 3 I really want. And then I guess at that point, you know, Jian'an becomes super lucrative, but I don't know if I'm gonna go that deep. Maybe a peace deal down the line would be great. We do have a lot of, you know, tension. A lot of people don't like us. The 2 kingdoms. Well, we know Kingdom Yan doesn't like us. Liu Bei's our best friend. So he's probably not going to attack us. We do have to take care of a few more of these wars. There's going to be a couple episodes, you know, with the rate that we can take land offensively, basically non-existent, it's going to be difficult to take care of these things. Like a meager... Well, he got knocked out. So basically, they replaced the general, and that's causing us to not be able to take this, because there's no garrison. So literally, it's just the replacement general that we cannot get through. That means how many turns?
心怀怒火，奋勇杀敌。
4 more turns. Demand surrender?
点燃激情，
Unfortunately, no.
痛击敌军。
Okay, yeah, I mean, nothing we can do about that. Even with just her, she's not going to fight these 3 generals. We might switch the sieging army. Maybe Demand Surrender comes back on when we do a new siege. Who knows? We'll figure that out next time. The spy front is where things are going smoothly. The war front, not so much. But hopefully once these 2 new armies get thrown in here, we can maybe turn things around. Gongsun Zan vassalized them. It's right next to us. I mean, unless he declares war on us, it doesn't really make a difference. So that's going to do it for us here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!